They injected something in my thigh and he was like, relax, relax. The more tense you are, the more pain you would feel. Morning everyone. I don't even know what time it is. It is 10:30. Today I am going to be back in the hospital because this is essentially part 2 of my endometriosis surgery shenanigans. I'm like dousing myself in peppermint tea because it does help with the cramping, the constipation, pain, etc. And I need all of the pain alleviation I can get at the moment. Yeah, yesterday after I uploaded my previous video, I felt so ill. The pain just came back full force, and yeah, I just felt so ill for the rest of the day. So this pain, for me at least, it's been really up and down. There are hours of the day where I feel like semi-fine, like I'm getting better, healing, and then I'll just get like a wave of pain and, you know, just not being able to move freely and just feeling really sorry for myself. So yeah, this journey has definitely been up and down for me. I'm grateful to God that I don't feel like I'm not in agony literally 24 hours of the day. But yeah, when the pain is there, it seems to be really bad. So not nice. But yeah, I'm going to be at the hospital again this afternoon. My appointment's at 3:30 because when they did my endo surgery, don't know if you remember, I did mention it, but they inserted some stents in my ureters, and I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's either ureters or ureters, but ureters sound more correct. So they inserted stents, 2 stents in my ureters, and basically ureters are the pipes or tubes that travel from your kidneys down to your bladder. They help detox your kidneys essentially. So I think they take waste from your kidneys to your bladder, and that's where the urine goes. Those stents have to come out, and I'm really grateful that today is the day for removal, because in the first week after the laparoscopy, it hurt so much to pee, just like radiating pain. I used to dread going toilet, and then because they tell you to drink lots of water post-surgery, it's just so difficult. You're so scared to drink water because it's going to make you go toilet more, and then when you go toilet, it's so painful. You're kind of like clenching your pelvic muscles, and yeah, trying to hold your wee, but it needs to come out at the same time. Honestly, it's been a whirlwind. By the way, I'm using mostly Ilia makeup. There you go. I like to try and use clean brands where necessary or where possible, because all these endocrine disruptors, that's not for us. So yeah, I started using Ilia last summer. So I've got their concealer, their foundation, and I've got some other clean stuff as well. Not everything is clean, but I'm trying my best here. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, so you can still see my dark marks and stuff. I just want light coverage. Ever since I've been researching into, you know, clean living and our holistic health and toxins and all of that jazz, I've just been trying to minimize my exposure. And even though I'm wearing mostly clean makeup brands, I'm just still even wearing less makeup than I used to in the past. Again, just to try and reduce my exposure to all of these disruptors and stuff. So just trying to be careful, really. So yeah, going back to the stents, they removed them post-surgery. So usually 2 or 3 weeks post-surgery, you've got to go back to the hospital to get them removed, and then you'll be good to go afterwards. But I say good to go, actually you won't be good to go for a few days post-removal. They sent me a letter last week, but because I was in so much pain and because I didn't feel well, I didn't even read what the letter said. I just saw the appointment time, saw the date they wanted me to be there, and I was like, yeah, I'll be there. But then this morning I actually took the time to read what the letter says, and it seems like it's going to be a full-blown procedure, like another procedure. So I'm like, goodness, I've been through a lot already. I don't want to go through any more, but I have to get these stents removed. They can't stay in your body forever. So yeah, this time it will be under local anesthetic, so you won't need to be put to sleep to have your stents removed. I think you'll be like legs wide open. The letters are here. Yeah, there's quite a bit that they sent across. They've got like a booklet about cystoscopy, because that's what the thing is called that they're doing today. It's called a cystoscopy. So yeah, they'll be giving me I guess some painkillers prior. When I get there, I'll need to give them a urine sample just to check, for them to check that I don't have a urine infection before they proceed. They'll be examining the inside of my bladder according to this booklet. And yeah, it says that mild burning on passing urine is common after the procedure for like 2 or 3 days. So I was not pleased to see that this is going to actually be another procedure that I'm going through, but I guess what can we do? What can we do? So this is the diagram. Of course, we're females here, so that's what it's going to look like, them inserting inside of you to, I guess, get the stents and remove them. So yeah, it says that you'll experience burning and bleeding for the first few days when you're passing urine. So I've got that to look forward to. And then they advise that you drink twice as much water as you usually do for the first 24 to 48 hours post the procedure to flush your system out. So I'm not looking forward to painful urination again, because that subsided like after like 7 days post a laparoscopy. Not 7-9 days ish. So the past few days I've been able to go toilet mostly without experiencing pain in my back when I'm urinating, but it sounds like the pain is going to be back after this procedure today, so not good. My eyebrows aren't identical, but I guess it's just, yeah, it is what it is. I'm a bit scared about the car ride because, yeah, all those bumps on the road, I'm not too sure if they're gonna hurt my stomach, but we'll have to see. But yeah, at the moment, let me just do my my eyeliner because I can't really speak and do this at the same time, and my stomach is starting to cramp. Another reason why I'm like feeling a bit scared about today is because on one of the paperwork that they send, it says to bring a robe, like a robe and slippers. And those are the instructions that they tell you when you're getting your laparoscopy done. So it just makes it sound like this is going to be another like ordeal, like medical procedure kind of thing. And I guess it is. I just didn't expect it to be like an intense, like proper procedure today. I thought I'd be in and out, but I was wondering, how are they actually going to get these stents out if they're all the way up my bladder or wherever they are? So yeah, I've got my socks at the ready. These are the socks that they give you when you have your laparoscopy. They effectively have like non-slip stuff on them, so I'll bring these with me, and I'll take my dressing gown, but hopefully I'll be there for like an hour max, and then they'll let me go home. I'm just hoping it won't be too painful, like them actually taking the stents out, because I don't like when they do stuff up there. It's just, obviously no one likes it. No one looks forward to stuff like smear tests and transvaginal ultrasounds and all of that stuff, but we have to do it from time to time, right? So I'm just really praying and hoping they're able to find these stents very quickly and just pull them out without too much pain, too much discomfort, and then I'll be in and out quickly. but let's see. Guys, let me show you some flowers that my lovely manager sent me. So these are from work. Here they are. They're so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, look at that. That's cute. It says, Rachel, we're wishing you a restful and speedy recovery after your operation. We look forward to welcoming you back when you're ready. Take it easy and get well soon. Oh, I'm gonna move these flowers and put them somewhere lovely so that they get all the sunlight that they need. Before I forget, actually, I need to pack my hospital bag again. So let's do that together, and I'll show you also what I packed last time I was in hospital. This is the bag that I took last time because it's so big. It like fits so much stuff in there. First things first is my robe. So this is a robe that I got from Shein. It's not very aesthetic. My stomach is cramping, so goodness, this may take a while. And then also your slippers stroke socks. I'm taking the socks because they don't even allow slippers when you're on the wards, so I'm just going to pack these socks in case they don't have any new ones to give me. So let's pop these in. I'm also going to take some pads with me because they say that you may be bleeding afterwards. So just taking these just in case. A book is recommended. You don't know how long you'll be there for. So at the moment I'm reading Take Care by Chloe Pierre. This is like a Black woman's wellness book. A long charger is recommended when you're having a laparoscopy or when you're going to hospital for any kind of procedure, because you don't know like how far away the socket will be from your bed. So a charger with a long cable is really handy. In my toiletry bag, I put facial wash because you don't know how long you're going to be staying in hospital for. Also toothpaste because you may need to stay overnight. Toothbrush, of course, you're going to need this. Deodorant, that's an essential, especially after you shower if you're staying overnight. And then your face cream or like face oil. I use tea tree oil because I can use this not only on my face but also on my body, so it's like an all-in-one all-purpose oil. So just take things that perhaps you can use like for multi-purpose that will help you not have to pack too many stuff in your toiletry bag. I've got a second like smaller toiletry bag. In this, just ensure that you've got your hand cream. This is my little tub of hand cream. They say take your own painkillers, bring a few with you, so that's in my smaller toiletry bag. Extra tissues, that's useful. A mirror as well. So basically it's just anything that you usually use when you're out and about or when you're staying overnight at a friend's house or hotel, wherever. Take that stuff with you because you just don't know how long you'll be in hospital. You may not expect it, but you may need to stay overnight, so just be prepared just in case. So I'm taking all of these things with me today. Who knows what's going to happen today, but yeah, just take these things with you, at least as long as you're prepared. You don't want to have any nasty surprises and not feel like you have the things that you need if you need to stay overnight. So that's what I'm taking in my bag today. Wish me luck and let's get going. Okay, so I am back from the hospital, praise the Lord, and the procedure actually went better than I expected. I'm glad that I'm home and that there were no malfunctions. I'm not having to stay overnight again. But yeah, it went like much better than I expected. So essentially, the procedure, it literally took about 4 minutes, maybe, not even 5. I got there, it was in their outplacement, I guess, section, department. So when I got there, I gave them the pre-questionnaire they asked you to complete. And then the lady called me in. She gave me a gown to get changed into. They put a band around your wrist with your details on it. I didn't need to do a urine sample, which was good. So I just had to take my underwear off, and then she called me into the room when they were ready. So when I walked into the room, it was like a big room, and obviously it may differ according to which hospital you're in, but there were like 4 of them in there, and there was just like bright lights like around the bed that you would need to lie on. So that was a bit intimidating, a little bit. But he basically said, I think the man, I don't even know what his title is, but essentially he briefly explained what they would be doing. So first they injected something in my thigh, which did hurt a bit, and he was like, relax. Like the more tense you are, the more pain you would feel. So he injected that into my thigh when I had like laid myself on the bed. And then he and his assistant, they basically got me to open my legs as expected, and they inserted something in my urethra, because basically the stents are in your, I don't know how to say the word. Is it ureters? According to Google, Endometriosis UK, etc., it says during endometriosis bladder surgery, the ureters may be stented. Uretic stents are narrow silicone tubes which are inserted in your ureters during your laparoscopy, so that the colon surgeon or your gynecologist, whoever is doing your endometriosis laparoscopy, so that they can identify your ureters, so they can work around your ureters without damaging them. So the stents are removed through your urethra, which is the hole or tube through which urine leaves your body. And it wasn't painful per se. Like when they injected the injection in my thigh, that did hurt. I was super tense. And then you don't really feel them inserting, I don't know what it is they insert in you, but the camera, whatever it is, you feel it going in, because they do put like a cold gel or like liquid in your private parts, around your private parts. They warn you that it may sting. It didn't really sting me, so I was happy about that. But yeah, you feel it going in, and then it's very quick. They seem to be able to go up your urethra pretty quickly and easily, which is great. And then you just feel them pulling the stents out, so you feel it kind of like coming or sliding out, but it's pretty quick. Like the tubes, the silicone tubes, they are pretty long. He showed me them, so there were 2 in me, so 1 in each urethra. And yeah, when he showed me them, they were quite long, like the blue curly tubes things. So I was quite surprised that those were in me, but it made sense as to why it's been painful peeing, and like why I get that radiating pain in my lower back when I'm trying to pee, and like why it's hard to pee, like urinate as well. So I was like, yeah, that's what's been causing the pain all this time. So it made complete sense. But the whole procedure, it took literally like 4 minutes. So glad that went well, and I'm glad that my ureters weren't damaged during this process or during the first part of the process, and I can just hopefully just focus on properly healing from this endo surgery now and getting completely better. Hopefully you won't need to go through this, but if you do have endo on your bowel, then you may. So hopefully you found this video useful in terms of, you know, getting some insight into what happens if you do have endo in that area. They tell you to drink lots of water after the procedure. You don't want to get infections. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions about this, you know, if you've got stage 4 deep infiltrating endometriosis, if you've got endo on your bowel as well, if you're not too sure what to pack in your hospital bag, let me know. I'm more than happy for to answer any questions. Take care.